Hello, I'm here to tell you about the Legion tutorial. My name is Alex Aiken. I'm a professor at Stanford.
I'm Elliott Slaughter. I'm a staff scientist at Slack.
And our tutorial is on the Sunday morning session on November 17th. So what is Legion? It's a task-based programming system. And the reason for considering using such a system is for productivity. So in contrast to the classic bulk synchronous approach to coding, task-based programming provides things like implicit parallelism, implicit communication, and code with sequential semantics. So on the right here is an excerpt of actual code from a Legion application called S3D. And what you can see is just a series of 3 parallel loops. This program doesn't have any synchronization in it. It doesn't have any communication operations in it. This makes it easier to modify and to port to new machines where you might want a slightly different strategy for how it actually gets executed. And another bonus is that you get the sequential semantics even though the program executes in parallel, which makes it much easier to debug these applications.
So this is a task graph that comes out of running S3D. So this is the code from the previous slide. So there's nothing fancy going on here, but what happens behind the scenes is that when you run your code, Legion looks at the tasks that you're executing and it figures out what tasks depend on what other tasks. So you can start with these relatively simple programs and then get relatively sophisticated dependent structures out of them. And so this was a code we didn't expect to get a lot of parallelism out of it because it was originally a bulk synchronous application. But when we ran it, even though we weren't coding specifically for task parallelism, we discovered all this additional parallelism in the application. And so that's sort of an example of the type of thing that Legion can do for you. We've been running on machines throughout the world for a long time. These are performance results on Frontier going out to about 2,000 nodes. We've been getting good performance and scalability, again, with the codes of the type that you saw a couple of slides ago. We also have a variety of tools for helping to tune and introspect your applications. So this is a screenshot from a profiler tool for Legion. And one of the nice benefits of this is because we have visibility into all the tasks that you're running, you can see exactly what your program is doing at exactly what point in time to pinpoint any potential performance issues.
And at this point, I would say that Legion is quite a mature system with lots of additional features. For example, it's possible to interoperate with MPI applications. There's excellent integration with Python, including programming to Legion directly from the Python level, and a number of useful libraries. So if you're curious about task-based programming and what it can do for you, please attend our tutorial. Again, we're in the Sunday AM session.